I'm not here to cry for sympathy. I'm here to tell you what happens when you push a loyal man past his limit. My name's Logan. I'm 35 now, but this started back when I was just a kid from a dead-end town with nothing but a heart too big for my own good. I met Amber in high school. She was a freshman. I was a sophomore. It started with her asking for help in math class. Next thing I knew, we were passing love notes in between algebra equations. It didn't last. We broke up. Life went on. I enlisted right after graduation. Joined the military. But not just any unit. I ended up in Echo Phantom Division, off-the-books missions, places you wouldn't even believe exist. You ever skydive into enemy territory with no parachute, just a prototype suit and prayer? Yeah, that was my Tuesday. 2 years in, I get a message on Facebook. Hey stranger, remember me? Amber. Like an idiot, I messaged back. 1 month later, she flew across the country to see me. 4 months after that, we were married and expecting a baby. Life seemed perfect. I had a beautiful wife, a child on the way, a purpose. But perfect is just the calm before the storm. While I was on a month-long field operation, deep in Nevada deserts, no phone, no outside world, my buddy Chris pulled me aside after I got back. Hey man, I hate to say this, but Amber slept with Jackson at Dave's house while y'all were staying there. I laughed it off at first. No way, not Amber. But Chris looked me dead in the eyes. This dude's been in firefights with me. He doesn't lie. I confronted Amber. She cried, denied it, swore up and down that Chris was jealous. And like the young, blind idiot I was, I believed her. I cut off Chris, ghosted him like he betrayed me. But in reality, I betrayed myself. I got out of the military, honorably discharged, settled back in our hometown, got a job, tried to be a normal man, husband, father. 2015 rolled around, 5 years married. They say the 5-year mark's a curse. And I lived it. One night, she went out drinking with her friend, didn't come home, said she crashed at her place. The next morning, I joked around and snatched her phone like I used to, just playfully. But what I saw wasn't funny. Messages to her friend, saying how her friend's boyfriend had a friend over. And one thing led to another. My hands were shaking, my throat closed up. But you know what I did? I forgave her. Why? The kids. Always the kids. I wanted them to grow up in a full home, not broken holidays and split birthdays. Biggest mistake of my life. Fast forward to 2022. She started working graveyard shifts. I thought, great. She's helping with the bills. But her coldness started to show. She barely spoke to me. Insulted me for nothing. Sex? Gone. Respect? Dead. Then I caught her Snapchatting some dude. She said, he's gay, doesn't even like women. I'm not stupid. I looked him up. Guy was married. To a woman. The last straw? One night, she said she was working late again. I put a tracker in her car. Yeah, maybe that sounds crazy. But you don't live with paranoia for years and not act on it. The GPS pinged at a motel on Route 9. Not her job. Not even close. I drove there. Parked. Sat in my truck for 3 hours. Watched her walk out with that same gay friend. She never saw me. That night I didn't confront her. I made a plan. You see, I'm not just some dude who cries in silence. I'm a trained ghost. Surveillance, infiltration, psychological warfare. That was my life. So I started small. I collected everything. Screenshots of messages, photos, GPS data, voice recordings. I even hacked into our smart TV's microphone. Yeah. Turns out she liked calling me names when I wasn't home. She called me a useless idiot. Said she regretted ever marrying a soldier boy. She didn't know she was talking to a man who could fake a voice, reroute a phone call, and vanish from radar. I waited until my youngest turned 12, old enough to understand, strong enough to survive the storm. Then I struck. I filed for divorce. But not just any divorce. My lawyer was Elena Cruz, ex-NSA legal analyst turned attorney. She doesn't lose cases. She erases opponents. I had everything documented. Amber walked into court thinking she'd play victim. But when my lawyer rolled in with a classified level folder and a 40-inch screen showing clips of her betrayal, she turned pale. The judge looked at her like she was a con artist from a Netflix documentary. I got full custody. She got supervised visits. Twice a month. Oh, and remember that gay friend? His wife? She was in court too, filed for divorce that same day. Guess what? Amber lost her job, her apartment, even her car, repoed 2 weeks after she missed the first payment. Meanwhile, I bought a cabin in Montana, remote, peaceful, with a view of the mountains and not a single lie in sight. I wasted 15 years trying to save a woman who never once tried to save me.